Good morning, and welcome to a day of learning together. It is almost impossible to believe that it is November. I mean, where has the time gone? And actually, don't answer that. It's been an incredibly challenging start to the school year, but we are approaching the midpoint of the 2021-2022 school year. I don't think I ever thought I'd be saying that. I want to first and foremost just take this moment to thank you. Thank you for all of the incredible work that you have accomplished for kids over the past 18 months. At the most trying of times, you, as a team, as a collective group of teachers, have served as the rock for this community. You have supported students, you have supported their families, and you have supported one another in ways that move far beyond my own comprehension. Even as many of you faced personal hurdles, experienced pain and devastating loss, you've served as role models for our entire community in Henry County. You've shown everyone what it means to ensure that we are focused on students and what matters most. You collectively and individually are my heroes. At the beginning of July 2021, I took a sigh of relief. I think we all took a collective sigh of relief. We thought we were moving in the right direction, and honestly, we relaxed a bit. But little did we know that some of our most challenging days were on the horizon. And I would love to share with you one of the most powerful images I have seen from our community outside of our world as a reality of what was yet to come and hit us all. This picture that you see is a true reflection of the level of challenge we were facing as a community. You may not realize it, but in this picture, Dr. Lily Henson, the CEO of Piedmont Henry Hospital, along with Dr. William Watkins, the Chief Medical Officer, and Walter Williams, the Director of the Pharmacy, these key leaders from our hospital were spending their midnight hours doing the trash collection and custodial services for the emergency room. They were doing that because that is what this moment has called for them to do. It's what needed to get done. But seeing this image actually makes me think of all of the images that I have seen of you. Posts on social media, conversations throughout the community that created powerful images that were everywhere you looked. Everywhere you went in any Henry County school, you, heroes, making it happen, doing things never having been done before, ensuring that students could ride the bus, attend class, eat lunch, learn, play, and simply be a kid were overwhelming, humbling, and a real example of how we are better together. When the world expected us to fall apart, we not only held it together, we did so much more. This team demonstrated levels of strength that none of us could have possibly ever imagined. And in the past 10 weeks, what you have done to ensure that students have had an opportunity for uninterrupted learning is really nothing short of a miracle. And while your efforts and your commitment to ensuring student success have been remarkable, we must acknowledge that in our current reality, we now have 3 groups of kindergartners that have yet to engage in a full year of traditional school experience. And this will be our 3rd graduating class to have their senior year somehow impacted. Now, more than ever, we need to lean into the foundational structures that serve as the bedrock of an aligned system of teaching and learning for all of us in Henry County schools. We know that what happens in classrooms between the teacher and the student is what makes the difference for children's lives and for their experience learning. And in the next few months, we'll take the time to just reset and refocus. This is not a time for new things, but instead a time to strengthen things that are already in place. This includes really honing in on our standards and aligning high-impact resources in our instruction. It's about welcoming the opportunity to monitor student learning and make the necessary adjustments when we're called to. Today, in your sessions throughout the day, I invite you to lean in. I invite you to work together, learn together, and to take those first steps into this refocus with an emphasis on our approach to selection and use of resources for student learning. As a district, Henry County Schools has made a solid commitment to ensure that students have access and opportunity to engage in learning in both print and digital formats. And we know that over the past 18 months, we have really leaned heavily on digital resources. And through this reset, maybe we can all find that sweet spot to reestablish the balance between our use of digital and our use of print in order to really provide a balanced learning environment for all students. So as we affirm our shared foundation for the 43,000 young people we serve, we will emerge with clarity and with confidence and with a shared belief that nothing is impossible when we come together for our young people. And although we recognize that the future may not be free of challenges, we will continue to stabilize and strengthen the foundation of our school system, and we are now poised to build a path for an incredible future.